It's Thursday, May 16th. And it is not 8 p.m. in the goddamn evening. It is, what time is it? 3:30. 3:30. Very much so. Very much so. Yeah, yesterday did not go, did not go as I intended. Yeah, definitely. I don't even know, like, I was watching a video. It was one of those teens react thing. They were showing them like old YouTube videos from like 2006, 2005, like old Smosh that shows Charlie the Unicorn. They were showing them some of the like original YouTube videos and seeing what they thought of them, you know. And surprisingly, the kids, there were some that liked more than others, I guess. But I remember, and I finished that video because I was in the middle of, like, I put together the Lime Pepsi video, and I ate food, and I watched that video. I know I finished, I had to think, I was like, did I finish that video? Yes, I did. I finished that video, and I must have passed out, like, right after watching that video, because I don't remember. I just know. And actually there was an ad that went off in one of my tabs that I had open. I don't know. Sometimes I'm here asleep, half asleep, something, and I'm still clicking on things, and I like open things in another tab, or I have the fucking, there's this weird thing that comes up on the side of the screen sometimes. It's like script. Like, what is it if you're on a website? Like source or something? I don't know, something that pops up. I think it's maybe like source or something. View page source something. I don't know. There's all this like weird script that comes up on the side. I don't know. I click on shit when I'm half asleep or asleep or whatever, or the mouse falls into my, you know, into my crack, you know, in between my leg and the thing here, and just starts clicking on shit. So yeah, there was an ad that went off in one of the tabs that I had open for whatever reason, and that's what actually woke me up. And I was like, oh my god. And then I feel like I was thinking at some point, it's like, I answered today's question, didn't I? And I don't know if that was me when I was awake at some point, if I was just awake enough to be like, did I answer today's question? Yeah, I answered today's question. Or if I fucking dreamt that. It is highly possible that I dreamt asking myself that fucking question. And I came to the conclusion, I seem to remember this, like, yeah, I answered today's question. But obviously I had not. So, and if you want to know how the rest of the evening went, I got that done, and it only had like 5 minutes left to upload, and I was like, oh, I'll just wait for it to upload, and then I'll, you know, post it to Facebook, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll go to bed and get about another 20 minutes of sleep. Well, I got that 20 minutes of sleep and then some. Because I didn't wake up till like 10:30. You know, and I'm supposed to be at work at 10. So I had to send Heather a message and be like, I just woke up. I'll be there as soon as possible. So, whoops. That might not happen today, because eventually I might just crash out. You know what I mean? I've been awake pretty much so far. I'm gonna say as I yawn. My eyes feel droopy. But, yeah. So, yeah. That was obviously not how I intended it to go, but I was like, I'll be late. Well, I was late to work anyway because I overslept, but I was like, I will be late to work. I don't care. I am answering today's question today. It's like, if I have to leave with the computer still on because it's uploading the video, like, I'm answering this question today. I am uploading this question today. I have not missed a day yet. I'm going to try so hard to not miss a day. So, yeah, that was that. And this is my tiny mushroom. It's Nice. We were out. There's been some trees down at the. Well, it was at Cave Hollow. I'm sorry. I should have gotten your consent before I just whipped my tiny mushroom in your face. So, here it is again. Just because. Yeah, and there's this one branch that I picked up, and it just had a tiny fuzzy mushroom on it. So, that's neat. And yeah, since I fell asleep yesterday and I didn't get a chance to tell you, my new shoes got tested. Like the second day I wore them, because we went out to the dog park and there was this like tiny little I don't know what kind of, he turned out he was a 14-year-old dog. He was just like bark, 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 like as soon as he got there, like it was barking at us from the fence, behind the fence, because there's kind of an entryway. But it's fence all around the dog park. So the dogs could see us pull up, and they were like barking, barking, barking. And then there's kind of an entryway, and then there's a door here to go to like the, there's two different sides. One's for, larger, bigger dogs, and one's for smaller dogs. And we were going in to get the trash bag with the poops in it, the poop bags. But I didn't want, because they were like right there at the door. And when I went to open it, I kind of put my foot in there just to make sure that they didn't run out, and he like nipped at me. He nipped at my shoe. It was right there, or whatever. And then he kind of like went back, and then I went and I got the trash can. And as I was walking back to the gate, he like nipped me again. He bit onto my jeans. But yes, my shoes were tested. If I hadn't had my steel-toed boots, my fancy steel-toed boots, I might have lost a toe. I don't know. He's a vicious little guy. But sync my phone to what? Excuse me? What are you trying to get me to do? To OneDrive. Oh, I don't think we'll do that. But anyway. That's that, and I think that's really all I have to say. I did just finish as I was eating, because that should be the new rule, is to make the video before I eat, because usually it's after I eat that I start getting like, I've sat around for too long, and it's like now I have food in my stomach, and it's like time to pass out, So the new rule should be I should do the question before I eat, but. As I ate today, I watched the season finale of X-Men 97, and that is, if you haven't checked that out yet, if you're the X-Men fan, or just a good story action fan, it's a good series. But anyway, we have a question to answer, so let's find out what that is. What is your dream car? A self-driving car. Those would come in so handy. But somebody told me, because that's not a Tesla. It's something else, or is it a Tesla? The self-driving car. I know isn't there like a Google car or something that will drive itself? But somebody was telling me that you still have to have your license. I'm like, but I'm not driving. The car is. So what the fuck? As long as the car has its license and it knows what it's doing, like that would make life so much easier if like I had a car that would take me places, like anywhere that I wanted to go, like I could just like or like hell, even like it could take Mom and I to the city because Mom doesn't really drive in the city or whatever. It's like, hey, car, take us to, Indianapolis or whatever. That was the first big, because Mom doesn't drive in the big cities. She avoids them like the plague when we go on our excursions. So the only time I've been, in big cities was with like Sean or Mary Lee or something, like the adventure squad. We went to, Omaha, Nebraska at one time to go to HauntACon, which unfortunately they don't have anymore. I think they maybe had it the next year, and then it was like COVID, and I don't think they've had it ever since. So even, so I mean, maybe they're waiting it out. I don't know. Um, but yeah, like I guess that would be my dream car. Like it doesn't have to be. I guess it could be blue. I don't know. Because I like blue. I like the color blue. I've never really had a dream car because I've never really thought about driving. I mean, I guess at some point I just kind of figured that it would happen, and then I got behind the wheel of a car and I was terrified, and I'm like, I never want to do this again. So, if I had a car to drive for me, like I'm cool with other people driving, like they pretty much know what they're doing. I think most of them, some of them. I'm pretty sure the guy that I was riding around with today at the city, I'm pretty sure he like pulled out in front of two people. I'm like, there's not a stop sign here. It's like right there at the park where the shop is. And if people are coming down the hill, like there's not a stop sign there. And like there's like a one-way road and we're coming out and he's like, and there's people like almost at the bottom of the hill and he's still coming out. Of course, we're in a big truck, I guess. We're going to be fine. I don't know about the people if they crash into us. But he hadn't had enough coffee yet at certain points, and it's kind of like, I was like, there's people coming down the hill. And like, why are you going? Maybe let them go first. I don't, because there's no stop sign. Like, it's people come down the hill and go whoosh, because there's like another way to go here down by the skate park. And that's how you get to the pool and stuff, the outdoor pool. The indoor pool's up at the community center. But, so, I mean, I mostly trust most people, I guess. I guess. But, so I'm cool with other people driving, usually. Like, so as long as the car knows what it's doing, as long as it doesn't, malfunction. Which I guess that's something I would have to think about. But I trust the car driving more than I trust me driving. So that's what I'm going to say. My dream car is a self-driving car. Will just take me. I just put it in the GPS. Take me here. Go. Go, my man. Or my woman. Whatever. Apparently some cars are girls. Some cars are boys. Probably somewhere in between as well. Who knows? But yeah, because I mean, some cars like when I collect Hot Wheels, I get the cool looking ones, like the futuristic looking ones or whatever, or of course like the Batmobiles and all that sort of. I still need to find. There's a Hot Wheel of the X-Men, the Blackbird, the jet, and it's like I've seen it online, and I'm like. I don't even think it's available in stores anymore. You probably just have to buy it secondhand off eBay or something. So, it might be fairly expensive. But I kept, around that time I was like looking in the stores and stuff, and I'm like hoping I could find it, and I never did. So, that's been a while back now. But yeah, I mean, I like the futuristic looking cars when I would, get Hot Wheels and whatever. The cool looking fancy cars. Or like the Homer. I think I have a Hot Wheel of the Homer from The Simpsons, that green thing with the bubble on the back of it for the kids or whatever. Somewhere I think I have one of those. But I guess it doesn't have to look fancy or look cool or look futuristic. It just has to take me places. Doesn't even have to tell me I'm pretty. Just take me places. Like, end of transaction. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess it would be cool if it looked, futuristic kind of thing. Like a giant fucking bug. Something, or a giant fucking raccoon. Or you could get it to look like a giant fucking raccoon. Like the van that they have in Dumb and Dumber. But instead of a giant dog, it's a giant raccoon. That'd be okay. I'm on my own goddamn human Roomba. I like this. We're going with it. So... Make it happen, universe. But yeah, there's some kind of self-driving cars now, but I don't know. Somebody told me you still have to have your license. I guess in case the car goes out, That way you can still drive it. I don't know if that's true or not. I've never actually looked it up. People always tell me I need to get like the little putt-putt scooters, because there's some of them, as long as it's like under a certain horsepower or something, you don't even have to have a license to drive it. You just have to, you know, try not to get hit when you're driving on the road with all the other cars and they're going a lot faster than you are, and they're not looking for a tiny little putt-putt motorcycle. I mean, that's not even a motorcycle. It's a tiny little putt-putt cycle. You know, they're like, oh shit. Like, I kind of think about that sometimes when we're traveling around town in the Gator, because we were basically driving a fucking golf cart around in the middle of all these, giant trucks and cars and shit. And if people aren't paying attention, aren't looking for a goddamn fucking golf cart in the middle of the street, they might be like, oh shit, But there was one guy today, he was lucky we didn't leave whatever it was we were doing like 5 seconds sooner. Like, seriously, because he just jetted out of the fucking, we were coming up the street, and there's like a gas station over here, and he just fucking jetted out so that he could get in the fucking, turn lane, because the light was green or whatever, and apparently he had somewhere to fucking be. You're not gonna get there if we fucking smash into you with a goddamn dump truck. But it's cool, whatever. Luckily, we didn't leave our location like 5 seconds sooner, because otherwise, I mean, maybe, I don't know. I mean, if he was going to jet out of there, he was going to jet out of there. But maybe if he saw someone coming, he didn't even fucking look. How was he going to know if somebody was coming? Because there was like a bush there or something. There's like shrubbery. A shrubbery! Like, he didn't even fucking look. He just jetted out in fucking traffic. So, like, if somebody had been fucking coming, if we'd been seriously, if we'd been like 5 fucking seconds sooner, we would have been okay. But his day wouldn't have been so great. But, I mean, what do they say? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, like... Whatever, man. Whatever. There's, as far as I know, he wasn't on a fucking cell phone. I guess I couldn't really tell, but, there's all this push about, like, oh, you put down the cell phone, save lives. Well, bullshit. What about all the fucking stupid drivers that just don't pay any fucking attention and jet out of a fucking gas station without even fucking looking, just because they want to get in the fucking turn lane while the light's still goddamn green? It's a whole other soapbox, but I guess we are talking about cars today, so it's traffic, idiots in traffic, playing cars, games, what's it? Idiots, not, comedians in cars getting coffee. Isn't that the Seinfeld show, or the Seinfeld thing? Idiots in cars driving like fucking idiots. That's... Like, I don't think people on their cell phones is the problem, as long as you're paying attention. It's fucking idiots that are in a big goddamn hurry and want to jet out of a fucking gas station without even fucking looking to get in the fucking turn lane. Maybe he had somewhere to be. Maybe his wife was having a baby or something. I don't know. Maybe he's Batman. Maybe he's Batman. I didn't see a penguin in a giant duck car. But maybe he was further down the street. I don't know. I didn't look that far to see if there was a giant, I almost said Danny Bonaducci. Danny DeVito, and giant fucking duck, rubber duck, going down the street. Might have been a different movie. It was Danny Bonaducci. Maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, that's that. So as long as my self-driving car can, maybe if it could, like, if it had like a ray gun to zap idiots, so that we don't hit them. We just pulverize them from existence. That's safer for me, and that's all I'm concerned about. A giant self-driving raccoon with a ray gun. The future looks bright, my friends. So bright. Yeah. So the pimp my ride. Pimp it all the way up to pulverization, apparently. But anyway, so we've covered many topics about cars and driving today. I suppose somewhere in there was some kind of answer to the question. I probably have more stacking to do. I don't know. I definitely have shows to watch. If I could make it through them. And a bunch of dumb YouTube videos to watch. But at least today is Friday. I mean, it's Thursday night, but, you know, I work overnight. So Thursday going into Friday. And then tomorrow will be... we're definitely going to have to run trash tomorrow. Because we didn't... there wasn't really much today. We didn't really look much. We just kind of... You know, because there wasn't much out there yet. But the sun's shining right now, so... people could be out enjoying the parks. I know there were children at Cave Hollow that were... because it was like they were playing and then just all of a sudden they disappeared the next time that I turned around. And I'm like, where did... like... did the rapture go and take all the children? And it's going to be quiet? Like, that'd be cool. But no, they were all up at the pavilion, like having lunch or something, I guess. I don't know. But... because, like, yeah, they were all, like, playing on the playground. And then, like, the next time I looked, it was just empty. I was like, oh my god. But then I saw people. So there's going to be plenty of trash at Cave Hollow. But that's for tomorrow. And the question is done and today is done. So I'm going to get this uploaded. And I'll see you for when I see you.